They took the wow out of weekly wow. Now it's just weekly. Hello, YouTube family. Today I want to come to you and talk in another one of my Pimp Sephora and Ulta videos to show you how to make it work. Today I'm talking about what happened to weekly wows this month. That's right. What happened to weekly wows this month? I know that essentially I was told, it was going to stop because they were having the sale. So since they had the extra 20% off, 15% off sale going on, they decided they weren't going to give you the extra 15% off on weekly wow. So that I understood. That's what I'm talking about today. But that sale's over. What happened to weekly wow? Because weekly wow was a part of my strategy to optimize my Sephora experience, and I need to know. If you want to know, I'm going to dish the tea on what I have found out about the weekly wow with you. Is it gone for good? That's what I'm going to talk about today. Stay tuned if you want to know. Right now, I'm going to do my little request for subscribers and comments. Obviously, in this video, I'd like for you to comment, have you noticed that the weekly wow as 50, sales did not come back? And now they've got this thing called weekly wow, and it's, you get an item and then you get like a deluxe sample or a travel size or a mini product as a gift with your purchase. So that's what they got going on now, and they're still using the title Weekly Wow. What do you think of that? Did you notice that, or were you scratching your head and wondering, when will it end? Like me, I like to hear some comments about that sort of thing. And welcome new subscribers. Welcome old subscribers. Welcome, and thank you for stopping by to comment on this video and chat with me, because that's what these are about. Of you having to buy just one full-size product and then get a deluxe sample is what they want to see if we're willing to accept as a weekly wow right now. And that's what they've decided to do for the month of May. So for the month of May, they're trying it out and seeing how effective it is for them. Last week being the first week of May, they had an Urban Decay setting spray. Full size is like 30 bucks or something like that. And then you got the small size, travel size as your gift with purchase. And I'm just gonna tell you up front, I wasn't wowed. I was not wowed. There was nothing about that week that wowed me. First of all, back when we had weekly wow, we didn't just have one item. That's not wowing. Were you wowed? Because I was not wowed by being able to spend full price for a Urban Decay priming spray and then get a small travel size along with it. I mean, to me, this seems like something that I could do all the time. I was not wowed. I was not wowed. I am saying that because I want you to understand they took the wow out of weekly wow. Now it's just weekly. It's just the same old weekly stuff it's always been, because weekly wow was a brilliant strategy for Sephora. Sephora was going down in the tanks. All of us, including me, had switched over to Ulta because Ulta has that fabulous reward program. And the cost at Sephora were getting higher and higher, and they were driving themselves to be more and more couture, where if you go to Sephora, you're gonna buy a Dior highlighter for 50 bucks. Well, I'll tell you, the problem with that is that Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Avenue customer service is so good that if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, the way I'm treated in Sephora is just not sufficient. Whereas Ulta's customer service is not that good. That's Ulta's weakness. Their customer service is awful. I mean, all you have to do is put Ulta into a search engine on the news and you could see their customer service, it gets no lower than having an unsanitary condition and reselling used products. It gets no lower than that, and they have a whole lot of other bottom experiences that go along with that creates opportunity, you know, and that's going to vary from neighborhood to neighborhood. Some people might live in an area where their Ulta gives excellent customer service. Ulta doesn't give samples in my area, so there's another area where there's opportunity. Sephora gives samples. If I get a sample from Sephora, I will buy the product at Sephora. I'm not gonna, if Sephora is the one who is like allowing me to make the better choice, that's where I'm gonna buy the product. I'm not gonna use Sephora to go to Ulta. So Weekly Wow was that factor where I could say, okay, Sephora may not have the same point system as Ulta, but I can get things at a lower price right off the top. And, you know, and the items that are the most popular, the items that I would want to purchase will be available. Weekly Wow. Okay, this works for me. So that was the balancing factor, that plus the customer service. Sephora has the opportunity to be light years ahead of Ulta in customer service. The Ulta business model is based upon that customer who's between drugstore and mid-range. So in that space, Target's customer service for beauty, it's not good. Not when you're comparing it to the customer service you receive at Neiman Marcus and Saks Fifth Avenue and Barney's. The customer service in the beauty department, people waiting on you hand and foot, trying products on you, making sure it's the right product for you before you purchase it. That's what high-end offers you. All high-end stores offer that. Plus they will offer you a couture experience, give you a drink of champagne, a cookie, or, you know, parties, different things like that. That goes with a high-end experience. But at Ulta, you know, you're kind of in that get the best deal on these reasonably priced products kind of environment. They do makeovers, but it's not their focus. Their focus, they have a lot of drugstore, probably accounts for a large percentage of their sales. Their selling point is their point system makes those items cheaper. So bridging the gap, Sephora with Weekly Wow had the opportunity to bridge that gap because they were putting high-end products on Weekly Wow. One of the top high-end products that's out of my price range normally, Natasha Denona, goes on Weekly Wow. It has gone 30% off on Weekly Wow. So that brings it into the mid-range price. That was like, okay, there's hope. I can wait for Weekly Wow. These expensive items that I'm interested in that I have just written off. Hey, maybe Tom Ford will be on Weekly Wow. Maybe Dior will hit Weekly Wow. Guerlain has hit the clearance rack, so maybe they'll try Weekly Wow. That kind of thing, that kind of opportunity. So Weekly Wow was the opportunity to buy stuff in store. That's the other thing in the Ulta business model. Half the stuff you buy, they make you buy it online. They will tell you, oh, if you go in store, it's going to be full price, but you can buy it online for half price. And I resent that. So that was something else about the Weekly Wow that I liked. But now the Weekly Wow is just a gift with purchase program. A gift with purchase. Dear Sephora, if you are talking about online gift with purchases, Ulta has got that game down. They regularly offer substantial gifts with a $50 purchase and with a $100 I think it's a $125 purchase. They regularly offer amazing gifts with those kind of purchases. I mean, something that Sephora, that's not even your lane. Stay in the customer service lane. You can win in the customer service lane. You go into the bargain basement, throw a lot of junk at folks like Ulta, you're gonna lose this war, this retail war. But I can't believe if Weekly Wow was an army that Sephora was using in the retail war, I can't believe they took out their front line. That was their front line. You know, you go in there, pick up one of these items, and then if you can afford to pick up something else at Sephora, you pick up that other thing. But either way it goes, they've got the customer from Macy's, Saks Fifth Avenue, any Ross, Kohl's, Marshalls. They were competing all up and down the line because Marshalls sells cosmetics and beauty, high-end products at half off or 30% off. So you could buy it at Sephora instead of Marshalls. It was an incredible marketing opportunity. And to throw it out the window, to throw the baby out the window with the bathwater, and then bring in a deluxe sample program, which automatically, to all of us consumers, automatically, Neiman Marcus has way better gift with purchase. Twice a year, if you're going to spend $200, you can get huge high-end gift with purchase from them. Nordstrom's, I think once a year they have an extremely good one. Not to mention Nordstrom's Rack is a behemoth for the bargain consumer, so they don't have to discount the price at Nordstrom's, but they have Nordstrom's Rack. Sephora doesn't have a Nordstrom's Rack. What they had was the Weekly Wow, and that put them back in the game, and it actually had them in top spot because they have the best customer service of that group when it comes to discount stuff. Their customer service, the merchandise is usually in good condition. Nobody's ever heard of them selling used merchandise. It was just a great, great thing, you know? And to just give it up, I don't know what it is, but I know this is an awful move, and it was made by executives because of their own personal position. I remember when JCPenney's hired this rich guy to lead their company, and he was supposed to really help the company. The first thing he did was get rid of coupons for the store. So there were no coupons in the store, and JCPenney's almost went bankrupt as a result of this person. They had to fire that lousy, cheap, wealthy executive who it just bothered him that poor people were able to get some kind of a deal. He had a class biased against poor people, and he used JCPenney's to put that over on them, and the store almost went bankrupt. Now the store is thriving because they brought back the coupons full force. They brought back the sales full force. Coupons, when you have a document in your hand that guarantees you something, that brings customers into the store. And when customers come into the store, they see what they want. They see if it's within their price range, and they pick it up, you know? So if Sephora's got somebody like that, you gotta let them go. Because as it currently stands, that cheap, miserly executive is driving your customers to other stores, and those other stores are happy to welcome them. A whole range. Nordstrom's Rack, pick your poison. Marshalls, pick your poison. Saks Fifth Avenue, depending on where the customer is on the customer line. You know, Neiman Marcus, Last Call, off Fifth, you know. This was Sephora's only opportunity to compete in those very lucrative markets, and to do so with class and style. And guys, right now, but forget it. Fragrances give a gift with purchase online every day. Anyway, thank you for watching this video to the very end. And Jesus loves you, and I love you with all of the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful. You're gorgeous, and I will keep you up to date as much as I can on the benefits that are available to us in our choice of stores to shop in.